And the Habs win. Hey everybody, thanks for clicking that thumbnail. Welcome to Talking Habs. We got a win to celebrate. So in this video, I'm going to do a review of last night's game between the Edmonton Oilers and the Montreal Canadiens. A game in which, honestly, I didn't have much hope for Montreal winning here. And I think from the opening second, they came out and they just looked good. There were spots where, you know, it was kind of up and down, but I'm going to tell you all about it right here. Got the stats, I got all kinds of stuff, and hopefully got a little bit of extra because it takes me a little longer to put together this video because I live cast during the game, so I can't really react to what I haven't seen, so I have to watch highlights and all that kind of stuff, and so we get a late review, but I try to put in some extra stuff that maybe I wouldn't have had if I did the review last night, so let's see. Before we get into all of that, if you are a Habs fan like I am and want to see more videos like this, previews and live casts and podcasts, all that good stuff, right here at Talking Habs, please subscribe, ring that notifications bell, and that'll get you your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge. All right, so 4-0 Montreal. They came out flying, and in the first period, they kind of almost never let up, and they had the Oilers kind of on their heels, like from the opening 5 seconds, really. So what happened? It didn't take long, 18 seconds in, and we get a goal. That's what I mean. Boom, boom, boom. Goal by KK, his fifth, from Byron and Lehkonen, and it goes like this. In the corner behind Montreal's net, Kulak was kind of fighting for the puck, and he pops the puck out to Petrie, who's a little bit higher up, and then Petrie, nice breakout pass to, I actually think it might have been Lehkonen, who gets it over to KK, and they just go down the ice, and it ends up being a 3-on-2, Byron, KK, and Lehkonen, and they cross the line. KK passes it down to Byron, who's down around the circle on the left side, and he skates down towards the net. When he gets near the goal line, he tosses a pass back to KK in the slot, and KK makes no mistake about it, and he whips it past Koskinen. The goal was challenged for an offside, and in the when you're watching the replay, Byron's head is kind of in the way of how to tell for sure if it's a goal, if it's offside or not, and because it's inconclusive, the goal stands. The call on the ice stands. To me, it looked like Lehkonen was onside just by a hair, but he was, and it was a good goal anyway. So that's what and then they get a power play on that. They don't get a goal on the power play, but when there's a coach's challenge, if the coach is wrong, the team gets a penalty. So that's what happened there. Second goal was Lehkonen. So Lehkonen having a hot night. His third at 3:23 of the first period from Byron and Edmondson. So this is an Edmondson shot from the top of the left circle. And it hits Koskinen and just drops straight down. Where am I? To Byron. And he sort of chips at it. And it goes off Koskinen's pad and bounces off to the right. And there is Lehkonen standing there to the right, and he puts a nice little backhand into kind of the open side because Koskinen was on the other side. He's trying to get back, and Lehkonen hits the open side. Beautiful little goal. Lehkonen really could use that, and yeah, it's only his third goal, but there you go. 15:58. Gallagher gets his 13th from Weber and Deneau, I think, right? Deneau. And it's like a typical Gallagher goal. Work hard in a scrum, and he comes out sort of with the puck, and he scores. So Weber rings a wrist shot off the post, off a pass from Deneau. I don't remember where Deneau was, but because I didn't write everything on this one. But he rings it off the post. A really nice little wrist shot. If you think about Weber ringing a shot off the post, no, it wasn't one of his slap shots, but he's in the middle of the circle or at the top of the circle on the right side, and it's a beautiful wrist shot, and it drops down behind Koskinen and sort of rolls through the crease on the other side. But on the side where the shot came in, there's like 3-4 players. Gallagher is one of them in there. And he just dives at that open puck before anybody gets there, and he just sweeps it right into the net. And it's a beautiful Gallagher goal. You know, a no-quit goal. You know, even though the shot came in and it rang off the post, he didn't wait to see geez, is that in the net? He was looking for it in case it wasn't, and he pounced on it. Man, Gallagher pounces on pucks so quickly when he's in that area of the crease. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's kind of like an animal, you know, pouncing on another animal to kill him. It's what it's like. There's a fourth goal, and it's not up on the board here. It's not a Montreal goal. This is... did I forget a goal? Nope. So this is an Edmonton goal. I should edit that out, shouldn't I? And it's McDavid who scores. Okay, so McDavid scores on a 3-on-2, getting a pass, and he's skating through the slot from right to left, and he gets the pass, and he just puts a nice shot to the short side. Far side? I don't know. He's skating through the slot. And he beats Price to the stick side. There you go. Goal is challenged for offside, and it's called back. It was really offside. Puljujarvi, I think, was way offside. I mean, it wasn't even close. And then there's a real fourth goal. Tatar, his 7th from Danault and Gallagher. This is a great cross-seam pass from Danault. A really nice pass from Danault. He's at the left half wall, and Tatar is at the right circle, like right in the middle of the right circle on the outside of it, and just a one-timer, and he burns it through. Burns it through Koskinen on the short side, because I don't know if it went through his arms and his body, through past the shoulder and the post, something like that, but he just burned it right through him, so 4-0, and that's how it would end up. That was near the end of the period, 1754, third period. What did I write here? No scoring. Third period was boring AF. It was boring, man. I was glad I was doing a live stream because I didn't have to watch that. But they were tired. Edmonton is coming off of 3 games in 4 nights, and it was the second of back-to-back. So they were tired. Montreal hadn't had practice in 8 days. They hadn't skated, and they were flying in the first period and a half, and you can tell by the third they were tired as well. So, and you can tell by the shots too. I don't think I put the shots up there, but I got them here. First period, 15-7 for Montreal, and 8-0 in the first 5 minutes. So Montreal came out flying and shooting, and just they were trying to get that first goal, because Edmonton, I think, is 7-11-1, and now 7-12-1. If they give up the first goal. Montreal knew that, and they went for it, and that's what happened there. So it was 15-7 in the first, 10-4 in the second, and then in the third it was 7-6, basically even, and just like they were tired. You could tell. All right, KK, 4th center in Habs history to score his 20th 5-on-5 goal before he hit his 21st birthday. The others to do that are John Quilty. Never heard of him before. That has to go way back. The Pocket Rocket, Henri Richard, and Alex Galchenyuk did that as well. So he's the 4th center in Habs history to do that. Player, I think. Did I put center? I guess I put center. I think it was written center. To get his 20th goal before his 5-on-5 goal before he's 21. That's pretty good. Good company in Henri Richard. I don't know John Quilty, and I'm not going to include Galchenyuk in that. Next, the Petry. How many years has he been here? I just called him Petry. Jeff Petry, Brett Kulak pairing is really good. I've been saying that, put Edmondson back. Give Kulak to Weber, it's going to make him a little bit better. I don't know about that anymore. Look at these numbers. Petry and Kulak pairing, they've controlled 67% of the shots, 66% of the goals, 68% of expected goals, 71% of scoring chances, 70% of high danger scoring chances, and 80% of high danger goals. So when they're out there together, not much happening against, you know. So just like last season in the RTP, Kulak and Petry were really, really good. I think Kulak and Petry need to stay together. And that's now, I guess that's the answer to why is Edmondson still with Weber. Is because he doesn't want to break up Kulak-Petry. And that just makes a lot of sense. Until Romanov's ready to play with Weber, I don't see he has much choice, or until Sherratt's back, which should be in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So, yeah, definitely keep Petrie and Kulak together. So, price was 17 for 17. That's a 1,000. So the best save percentage you can get. Koskinen, 28 of 32 for 875. Shots on goal, 17 for Edmonton, 32 for Montreal. Face-off percentage, 51%. Edmonton, 49 Montreal. Power plays, 0 for 3 Edmonton, 0 for 4 Montreal. And hits were 33 for Edmonton, 23 for Montreal. My Habs stars of the game. Third star. Carey Price for the shutout. Yeah, he wasn't overworked and all that stuff. But you know what? Coming off of that long break where he's not able to practice and he's not able to keep that rhythm. And just the fact that he didn't give up a goal, that's fine. That's good enough for me for a third star. That's where I'm going. If you don't like my 3 stars, just let me know in the comment section what you think. Lehkonen, number 2, a goal and an assist. And in that first period, that line of KK, Lehkonen, and who's on the other side? Byron. I mean, they looked really good and produced the first 2 goals. And yeah, I'm giving Lehkonen, he doesn't get the opportunity to get in there, especially to be offensive like that. So I'm giving him a star. The official stars are not, these were not the official stars. Gallagher, I think, was in the official stars, not the other 2. Or Lehkonen, I don't remember now. Gallagher gets the first star. He had a goal and an assist. Gallagher, just being Gallagher. That goal of his was just a typical Gallagher goal where he is just focused and dialed in on that puck, and he's the first one to pounce on it, in tight, in the crease, in whatever, in a scrum. I mean, it was everything that it was a Gallagher goal. And yeah, Gallagher had a good game. So I'm giving him first star. Honorable mention is KK. First of all, he had a goal. There's so much improvement in his game. And look at that face-off percentage. It's small there. Should have written it bigger. 67% in the face-off circle. He is getting it when it comes to the face-offs. As opposed to Nick Suzuki had 18%. Now, Nick Suzuki had a pretty good game as well. He didn't put up the numbers, obviously, but he had a pretty good game. But like 18% in the face-off circle is not going to do it when everybody else seems to be getting it. And KK, that's not the first game where he's got those kind of numbers. His numbers have been good for the last 4 or 5 games in the face-off circle, and it's helped Montreal a lot, I think. I guess before I go on anymore, I'm going to remind, there were no winners of the Guess the Score contest. So if you're still watching, how many minutes in? Almost 13 minutes in. There is no winner for last night's Guess the Score contest. There were a couple of KKs, but I mean, somebody had 4-0 for Montreal, but it was, I think Gallagher was, so that's how close it came. One person had the score, but not the right goal scorer. So hopefully next game, good luck. Make the guess in the comment section, my next preview, and you could win a prize. Next up is, I guess what I got from this game. So they came out strong. They came out strong. Not the way at all that I would have thought they would come out after not being able to skate for over a week. No practices. I mean, I just wasn't expecting much, to be honest with you. And they were totally the opposite of what I was expecting. So they came out strong, had Edmonton on their heels. And I don't think in the first period, Edmonton really recovered from that. Maybe for little tiny moments, but they didn't really recover in the first at all from that opening 20 seconds. Koskinen was also a bit shaky, I found, in the first, which is kind of what you expected. He's not been having a great year. I don't know when the last game was that he played, but Mike Smith had played the night before, so you knew that Koskinen wasn't going to get in there. Koskinen was going to be in. I didn't think they'd come back with Smith. And he was a little shaky in the first, but I think he got his game back and gave up 1 goal after that. And, we had way more shots than they did. So he recovered, but he was shaky in the first. It was 8-0 in shots just over the first 5 minutes. 8-0. Montreal just was pouring it on. And like I said, I don't think Edmonton really recovered from that. Definitely not in the first period. McDavid and Draisaitl almost invisible. Where you saw McDavid was when he elbowed when he elbowed KK. Now, if you look at the replay, in my opinion, I don't think he really touched the head. So it was an elbow, which is not good. He got his 2-minute penalty. He got a $5,000 fine today. Didn't expect a suspension anyway for McDavid, but I'm not sure that was suspendable anyways. So I say he... Personally, though, for the elbow, I would have liked to see 5 minutes for that as a penalty, not 2. But that's what's on the books. He got that, and I'm okay with it. I'm not okay with the elbow, like Sid Sixero said, that it's okay. He threw an elbow. He took plenty of abuse. But I don't get that. It's okay. He had bad hits against him, so he should hit somebody like that and maybe put them out of their career. I don't get that. So that guy, thank God he's not on the TV anymore. At least doing hockey. Where was I? The power play. Yeah, I said that stuff. PK was good. They went 3 for 3, so they didn't give up any goals because it was 0 for 3 for the power play for Edmonton. And Edmonton has a good power play. I think they were 26.6% their power play coming into this game, so that was a good power play. They held them off the board on 3 occasions, and that's pretty good. For the PP, the power play, they didn't get any goals, no, on 4 tries. But you know what? The puck movement was good. The power play looked good. It looked dangerous, and it looked good. The fact they didn't score, I don't know if that's concerning or not, but I liked the puck movement. It's kind of more creative. They're going cross seam like that more than they used to before. And you can see why that's a pretty good power play. And it went into the game 23.8%, which will come down now after not scoring. But it was like the 8th overall power play, so it was pretty good. Nothing to complain about. The D was good most of the game. And I write most of the game because there were spots when they had trouble getting out of their zone and they ran around a little bit and it was a little concerning, but they got out of that. And even though they were tired, and that's what I thought, oh, well, here it goes. They're tired now and they're going to have trouble getting out of their zone and Edmonton's going to start to score. And that didn't happen because they recovered. They would recover and then they get a little bit of a lull and they'd recover again. But, they were tired. Edmonton was tired. So it was kind of that kind of a flow. But, yeah, I think overall they were good for most of the game. Weber was really good last night, and you can see having a good rest like that really helps him. So kind of the argument for me, Weber playing a little less every game so he could be better like that, I think kind of makes the argument. They slowed down in the second, the Habs, and kind of both teams kind of ran out of gas in the third. That's what happened. That's why the third was just boring as shit. It was so boring. Yeah. I mean, I don't watch it as close as I would like while I'm live casting, but I don't know. I was keeping an eye on it, and I kept saying, this looks really boring for the third period. So yeah, they ran out of gas. Edmonton ran out of gas, and that's kind of what happened. Edmonton, like I said, they had 3 games in 4 nights, and they were on the second game of back-to-back. So it's a legitimate excuse for them. It's not a reason to say that, oh, well, Montreal, that's why they played good. No, they played good. They have faced a team that was tired, and then they got tired as well. And you could see they were tired. So I don't know that that's so much of an excuse. But for Edmonton, that's a legitimate excuse that they were tired. I said about the shots, and then I guess that's it. I want to go over this is interesting. Toronto is now 20, this is the North Division, 22-10-3 with 47 points and a 6-7-1 winning percentage. Winnipeg, 22-12-2, 46 points, 639 winning percentage. Edmonton, 22-14-1, top 3 teams, 22 wins. 45 points. So look at that. 45, 46, 47, 1, 2, 3. 608 save percentage. And that's where it gets interesting. Montreal's 15-8-9, 39 points. And you see they've got a 609 save percentage. So if in the end it comes down to that the North or whatever, they can't finish all the games and they're going to go by winning percentage. Excuse me, I call it save percentage. Then look, Montreal may be in 4th, but if it stopped now and they went by winning percentage, they'd be ahead of Edmonton and be in 3rd. So it's kind of interesting. And that would actually take them away from playing Toronto, which I really want to see them do that, and they'd be playing Winnipeg if that were the case. Anyway, something to keep track of. And yeah, so here's my strategy I think they need to do before we go, is pile up the points now, because the end of the season schedule is pure hell. The end of the season schedule is kind of ridiculous. I brought it over here to because they released it the other day, the changes. Just in the last 5 games, they play on the 5th of May, 6th of May. They're off on the 7th, play on the 8th, off on the 9th, and end on the 10th and 11th. So that's a game in Ottawa, then a game, 2 games in Toronto. Oh, they're not back-to-back. So it's back-to-back, Ottawa to Toronto, a game in Toronto, and then back-to-back in Edmonton to close out the season with Edmonton. That's a hell of a schedule. It's there's a bunch of changes in the last 10, 15 games. It's a hell of a hard schedule for them. So get the points now. And hopefully, if you can do that, you can hang on. Because look how Calgary's doing. Calgary and Vancouver tied. Montreal's like 5 or 6 games in hand on them. It's just, they're not going to catch up. So Montreal should be good. Play 500 hockey or better, and you're in the playoffs. That's how it works out. Thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. Please, next game is Thursday at Ottawa, 7 p.m. My live cast is at 6:35. Hopefully, I'll see you there. And yeah, thanks for watching. Please leave a comment in the comment section if you have any comments about this game. Thumbs up if you like the video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, ring that notifications bell. That'll get you your daily fix of Blue, Blanc, Rouge right here at Talkin' Habs. And that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay safe out there. Peace out, y'all. See you next video. Bye, everybody.